Today we are in the sculpting phase of making these prosthetics. So we're actually putting clay onto plaster and starting to build out in 3 dimensions. So we've already done our design process, which is all 2D, but now it's bringing it to life in 3 dimensions. Today we're just putting some clay down, getting some basic forms down, making sure we have all the proportions and the shapes correct. That's kind of the first step. And then after that will come the detailing phase, where it's every little line and wrinkle it goes into there. But this phase is very, very important because this is what ensures that the prosthetic's actually going to fit on the actor properly. So we want to make sure we get all of our proportions correct. We don't have anything out of whack. And once we've got that down, then we can start making it pretty. Me about this, just this center section right here. Now, this right here looks prosthetic to me, like this ridge that's up here. What's happening here? The reason I ask is because we're encompassing a lot of anatomy. Basically, the nose and the cheeks are involved in the same piece, right? One thing we know for sure, this has to be thin. Yep. Right? It can be thicker up here, but definitely I would keep this as thin as possible. So the biggest enemy in prosthetics, I would say, is weight. So we want to make sure that we can keep these lightweight. The process that we're doing, we're actually going to be making slip latex prosthetics. That means there'll just be a thin layer of latex that will hold its shape and then be glued to the actor. And if it has a large void in it, we may pack it with cotton or something to keep it from collapsing or anything like that. So it will stay relatively lightweight, but we want to still be mindful of that when we're casting these, that we don't make them too thick so that they're hard to emote through. We want to make sure our actors can still give a proper performance while wearing these prosthetics. So keeping everything nice and thin, especially the edges, so that they blend down into the skin well, and keeping everything lightweight, I'd say, are the most important things we're trying to keep in mind right now.
So welcome, Fiend, Folio. We're here. We're going to have 2 performances, a Friday and Saturday, April 5th and April 6th, respectively. We're starting today, and we'll end on April 6th. Kind of one of our witches. It's going to be we're doing kind of like destruction, catastrophe themes, witch vibe.
Yeah, every witch is a catastrophe. Its own individual catastrophe. You do have to give it back. These are clean, I promise. They haven't been used in years, but these are masks we're going to play with tonight. Has anybody done neutral mask work before? All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So, mask for you, mask for you, mask for you. Who else is a mask? Are you masked? Yes, you like this. I don't want you to try to make something of it. I want you to just see it as it is, this neutral, non-thing. And once you see it, once you see that in it, and don't just get ahead of yourself because everybody else is doing it. Once you really see that in it, then I want you to turn it over, put it over your face, adjust it one time so we can see clearly, and then leave it alone.
So the process of this production has been both a learning curve and fun at the same time. When I was presented with this opportunity, I immediately took it up because it allowed me to bring my flair to each of the designs. We were given a concept by the director, and from there we were given leeway to create it with our own twist and provide it to make the director's vision. I think one of the main things that as a designer and creator you have to think of is you will come up with obstacles in your production. When it gets tough, don't give up. Don't let whatever the obstacle is in front of you drown out your thought process. Give yourself some breathing space, and that allows you to clear your mind to work through obstacles in your production. My favorite part of this project would be collaborating with other designers and with the actors and our costume department. It's a little bit out of my wheelhouse, which benefited me greatly because it allowed me to bridge the gaps between departments and learn a little bit of each section. And then it's helped me develop my interpersonal skills with different minds and different creators. I think it's great. It's beneficial to everyone. It's very difficult to achieve that in a lot of professions, but with drama and theater, that's something that's really pushed to help everyone. The drama program here recently added a associate's degree for costume and makeup technology, which I dove into because I've always been interested in both. So luckily for me, the professors are very well versed in knowledge and were able to teach us some exciting techniques to create these looks that we've manufactured for this production. And I would recommend it to anyone that would be interested in this field to come and check it out.